I was actually kind of shocked and surprised how short this story was, especially for the severity of it. But let me give you guys the detail real quick. Let me give you a disclaimer. You guys know I got to do this every time, but I want to make sure that everybody is clear about my content. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And let me say this. I'm always saddened by how little information can be out there, especially when you're talking about people who are accused, arrested, or charged with doing something to babies. Why we can't get that information out there quicker to be able, especially if a child passes away, is deceased, they're no longer at risk. We can't get a name, we can't get a face, we can't get a picture, we can't get anything to truly pay homage and understand the gravity and severity of this situation. I think it's just a big injustice to all of us. But I'm getting this story from AOL.com. Thank you for the article, but it's the only place I was able to find even a decent level of information about these two busted, half sucked off lollipop crackhead looking broads right here. Look like they do a whole lot of meth. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division has charged two women from Florence with homicide following the death of an infant. I'm going to show y'all how little information that they gave us. On Friday, SLED announced the arrest of Maria Osterhout, or however you pronounce that, Osterhout, and Angel Wallace following the death of an unnamed 2-year-old. So we can't even get a name or picture. Who are we paying tribute to? We don't even know. Both women have been charged with homicide by child abuse, which carries a penalty of 20 years to life. So here's what I'll do. If somehow I end up getting a picture or something like that or a name, I'll probably update it in the thumbnail. But for now, we don't have anything besides these two incredibly bad looking mugshots. Just some bad looking women. The women have been charged with committing child abuse and neglect under circumstances manifesting an extreme indifference to human life. Extreme indifference to human life between June of 2019 and April 24th of 2022, according to warrants released by SLED. Neither the warrants nor the announcements specify the child's cause of death. So we don't even know the cause of death either. Osterhout, 48 years old, has been charged with 3 counts of unlawful conduct towards a child, and Wallace, who's 31 years old, that woman does not look like she's 48. 84, maybe? Maybe that was a typo. Maybe they got that wrong. She don't look like she's 48. Like she look like she's old enough to be like my great-grandmother in the face. Good Lord, boy. The milk has gone bad, ma'am. The milk has gone bad. They've been charged with 5 counts of unlawful conduct towards a child. While information provided by SLED does not state what the relationship was, we don't even know the relationship either, between the woman and infant, the warrant states that the women had charge and custody of the 2-year-old. Osterhout and Wallace were booked at the Florence County Detention Center on Friday. While both women received a bond hearing on Friday, no information was available regarding what bond, if any, was set. So we don't have bond information either. Their first hearing is set for June the 6th. The case will be prosecuted by the South Carolina Attorney General's office. I don't even know what the point and purpose of even posting that article when they don't have no information. That's just, I don't understand that. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I agree. I think it was a grandmother and the daughter is the mother of the little girl. I'm just assuming because they won't specify, since that's so important to keep that so freaking private. But if you guys would do me a favor and hit that thumbs up and share this story. But let me let you hear the one news video that I saw.
BF starts with breaking news.
And breaking news just into our newsroom. 2 Florence women are now facing charges in connection to the death of a 2-year-old. Thanks for being here. I'm Rachel Bogle.
Glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division provided us with the warrants for both Maria Osterhout and Angel Wallace just within the past hour.
Those warrants claim both women committed child abuse and neglect between June 20th and 19th and April 20th through 22nd to a child in their custody and placed that child at, quote, unreasonable risk of harm affecting their physical and mental health or safety.
SLED says the ongoing abuse led to the death of that 2-year-old. It is still unclear how the 2 women were connected to the victim. Those women are charged with homicide by child abuse and several charges of unlawful conduct toward a child.
Like, they seem like a mother and daughter combo. Why they would do this to a child? Why do they hate children that much? Why do they hate themselves that much? Should have never been in the custody of this child. I just will never understand when people could just simply just choose not to be parents. It's really just that simple. It's a choice. So why? Because I think that they do it because they're trying to reap benefits off of the child. What we call hashtag babies for benefits. Whether it be for food stamps, whether it be for Section 8, housing, car vouchers, maybe to get child support from a man, or whether it be to just dangle a child over somebody's head just to know that you have that type of power, or whatever the case is. Like, you know, it's usually for some nefarious reason. While people like this will keep access to a child, they end up abusing them. They never love this child. And I think that life in prison for both of them would be the only thing that suffices. But the fact that we don't even know what the cause of death, the nature of the death, the child's name, no pictures, no anything. We just have to just say to that soul, R.I.P., and hope that we can get justice on earth, and hope that that justice will match up with what we believe that these ladies did and caused the death of this child. But if there's more to report about this, we can maybe do an update, but I could at least update the thumbnail when I get more information. So if you guys know, my email address is theafcmatters@gmail.com. If you have more information about the story, you could always send it to me. That would be helpful if you know something about this story in particular, because it definitely had my interest really, really highly. And just hate to hear that this type of thing continues to keep happening. But leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this story. Hit that thumbs up and share this video. AFC Podcast, like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next story, okay? Thank you.